This job's all about teamwork, whether it be trying to, line your mate up with a girl in the buggy and next minute they've got you back in the water in the middle of backpackers. We support each other down here. Everyone thinks that working down at Bondi as a lifeguard is probably the answer to everyone's, love life woes. But yeah, look, it's not the ideal paradise for meeting your dream date down here that everyone thinks it is.
Enter Bondi's favourite matchmaker.
Well, there's a lot of us now that are married in the service, and there's nothing like helping a mate in need of some love.
Oh, I need some help.
Singlets is a bit of a heartthrob. He's got the nice torso and he's got the long, big jaw and the blonde hair. It kind of gives across that iconic lifeguard look.
With Harry's help, is Singlets' life about to change?
Singlets and I are just travelling down to the southern end of the beach, and a stunning lady approaches us saying she had her purse lost on the beach.
Thanks, guys.
We had the purse. It was up in the tower, and I could see a dinner date right in front of me. Dinner date, you two.
Oh, don't be silly.
There's lives to save here.
Yeah, so as awkward moments go, it was pretty awkward.
What would you like candlelit dinner? Where do you like to eat?
I'm feeling very embarrassed about the whole thing, just trying to think about work and what's going on in the water.
And you two just become sweethearts.
Too much pressure. Harry's is doing his matchmaker thing.
Grab hands, grab hips, let's dance, everybody.
No one likes being set up, let's face it.
This is awesome. I wish I had my phone that dance and take a picture.
I know, you can never record these moments.
Hey, don't worry, they're recording it.
Nobody wants a picture for myself.
So I'm waiting for my moment to make this young lady's day and hand the purse over, and just as we're getting to the tower...
Boys, can you go back down to backpackers, please?
I was like, no way.
Thank you so much, guys.
Are we urgent room? Mate, we've got 4 in the rosin. A couple of rights for this, 2 aren't great. Yeah, on our way.
So we dropped her off and dashed down south, and we didn't have a lot of time on our hands.
Oh, now 4 of them are back in trouble again. Yeah, 2 of them still haven't got their feet yet.
You guys all right? Yeah, buddy, put it in your hand.
Several men are in trouble. Harry's backs up.
Yeah, so this job's all about teamwork, whether it be trying to, line your mate up with a girl in the buggy and next minute they've got you back in the water in the middle of backpackers. We support each other down here.
On holiday from England, the men lost their footing as the rip pulled them off a sandbank. Minutes earlier, Singlets was a knight in shining armour to a woman who'd lost her purse. Still the hero, he's just seeing things differently now.
His footy shorts were coming down and there was all sorts of bits and pieces hanging out, and yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight. I was doing my best just to look at something on the beach to keep a focal point, but he was having a good time. There's an old saying, drowning doesn't look like drowning. Quite often people will sink without any fuss or panic at all, and that's almost what started happening here.
Are those blokes trying to drown each other or what, Singos?
Yeah, mate, I've been watching them.
Mate, he's got his hand up. He's in trouble. You got to go.
I'm going in.
40 metres from shore, in totally flat surf, a man has walked off a sandbank into deep water.
The rescue unfolded really quickly. All of a sudden, things went from okay to not okay at all.
Fellow swimmers rushed to the man's aid.
Look how many people swimming over to help him. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The look on his face signalled that he was definitely on his last couple of breaths.
He really panicked then.
I think that's what gets him the most.
This is Singlets' first rescue since the recent drowning.
Coming back to work, I've definitely got a more heightened sense of awareness. Just get your breath back, slow your breathing down before you go and do anything. So I jumped in the Rhino and I knew I didn't have a lot of time. This guy was in a really bad way and I had a fair bit of ground to cover, so I hit the gas and floored the Rhino. Jethro noticed me in my haste and joined in as well.
I just thought I'll go with him, and the call came through, yeah, Jeff, back him up. And it was pedal to the metal, like we were going.
I pretty much had the rhino going flat stick as fast as it could go, and on the way down I encountered a flock of seagulls, and I couldn't really brake or anything.
Singlets has gone straight through the guts of a flock of seagulls.
At least one of them flew in the rhino and it hit me on the chest and landed in the seat. I couldn't stop and had this seagull in the passenger seat, and the whole thing was just really weird for me, so I just kept driving. I got down to the patient and unloaded the board, and the seagull had fallen out of the seat, so I don't know where it had gone at that stage, but like I said, my priority was this patient because he was going under.
I think one of them's almost got washed in, but one's still clinging to the surfer's board, like he's going to die.
Jethro reaches the first man.
Jethro's been brushed.
Singlets heads for the second man, who has been saved by a surfer.
He was kind of really relieved to see me, a Colombian guy, really out of breath and looked like he was probably on his last couple of strokes.
All good. Folsom's got his blade and Jethro's just got wet.
With both men safe, Singlets turns his attention back to the seagull.
When we got out, Singo said to me, "Mate, I killed a seagull." And it was like he murdered a human. He was so rattled.
Yeah, it's pretty out of shape, isn't it?
He said, "Jeff, mate, it was in the passenger seat. I hit it and it was in the passenger seat." And he looked like he was about to cry, right?
I feel bad, but there was not really much I could do. I was just like, oh no, this can't be real, you know? Especially, you know, we spend so much time on the beach with these seagulls. They're like our buddies, you know?
We thought we better pay all due respect, you know. It was just sitting on the sand and we sort of cut its life a little bit short. We thought, you know what, we'll do the good thing and we'll bury it. And we'll give it a little ceremony and a couple of words and send him off.
Yeah, I think the seagull's gone to a better place, and yeah, definitely sort of buried him on the beach. Where else would he want to be?
Just broke our knee. Whereabouts? Yeah, sweet. We'll have it over now. Thank you. Broken knee.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, there she is. She's on the promenade lying down.
Singlets and Berkey head out to assist.
It's okay, we got a towel here.
Andrea and her cousin Gerald were taking advantage of iconic Bondi as a backdrop for a rollerblading video when things went horribly wrong.
Probably the worst dislocation I've ever seen down here. The bone was coming out of the side of her leg.
Andrea's dislocated kneecap is putting painful pressure on tendons, cartilage and nerves.
So we need to get her on the green whistle straight away. This is going to help, all right? It's just this is an analgesic gas, and it's going to take your pain away. Her body was kind of a little bit twisted, and so we couldn't move her at all.
Do you need something to put under your elbow here?
Yeah, I reckon. No? All right.
Wait.
A specialist paramedic will try to put Andrea's kneecap back in place. Until then,
good girl.
She faces a painful wait.
Okay. Down here, you know, when we're dealing with patients and they're in pain, one of our go-tos is the distraction technique, where we'll try and ask them about themselves. What's your story? Where are you from?
New York.
New York? New Yorkers are tough, right?
No.
No? That's not what I hear.
We're hard shell, soft inside.
Ah, right. No, you've impressed me. You're pretty brave. So what do you do for work?
It was like that literally on a first date, but on Bondi Promenade with a dislocated knee.
I'm asking all the wrong questions.
What do you do for work? What do you do for work?
Yeah, I know.
You obviously don't talk to girls.
Crash and burn.
Nemo's just here.
Paramedic Todd is an expert at relocating joints.
And I'm going to just gently manipulate your knee.
I mean, I like your wording. I know it's not going to be gentle.
It will be gentle.
I know it will be manipulative.
Deep breath. Keep breathing. Deep breath.
I was holding just behind her hip and he rolled up. Oh, got it out. And I felt this shock and it was like almost threw up. It was heavy.
Well done. Not only could I hear it clunk, but I felt it right through her body. It was a real jolt, and I was like, wow.
Are you guys from Bondi?
We all live here. We all reside
cool.
here. Yeah, we all
so
kind of...
Cool. I love it here.
She had quite a bit of attitude, but in a good way.
Emma! sound like such a troubled American.
You're an entertaining American, I know that much. I would say quite a bit of fun to work with.
Where's my pen?
Oh, your whistle. There you go. Wants a green pen.
Thank you.
Andrea plans on flying home to New York tomorrow, but will need more tests before she gets the all clear.
You know, I just sold it to her as a positive. Like, you know, you might get 2 weeks extra in a country that's not so bad, in a beautiful environment with amazing lifeguards.
Singlets and Harry's conduct a final patrol before closing the beach.
Just come back into shore.
Then, a report of an injury.
A child comes running up, and on a closer look, it's my 14-year-old son.
Noah banged his head on some guy's stand. He can't breathe. Oh, really? Yeah.
My initial reaction was one of absolute surprise. I was absolutely racked with fear.
Singlets' older son takes them to find 11-year-old Noah. They establish Noah collided with a local body surfer.
I don't know where he was because he was completely submerged under the water, and then I just felt his head kind of hit me over here. I thought something had happened to his neck, and then he got up and he was feeling his back.
His head would have folded when he hit. So he hit pretty hard, did he? Yeah.
Slowly.
I'm panicked, I'm worried, I'm nervous. There's so many emotions going on here right now. When we got him to the tower, I definitely looked back and thought, could I have handled that a little bit better? And should I have, you know, got the spinal board involved and should I have done more?
Sit there now and take a big breath with me. You still, I saw that, you're still getting a pain in the back, aren't you? A little bit.
That's why I was so thankful that Harry's was there.
The ambulance, just chuck him out. Yeah.
Do you want me to get an ambulance to go?
Yeah, I'm ready, because I just want to get it all cleared out and I want to make sure it's safe and sorry. Let me know if anything changes, all right? If you start to feel sick.
I'm starting to worry right now about long-term damage.
That'll be right. An ambulance coming from it's just a bit upset, that's all. I know you are, I'm just a bit upset, that's all. No, because I'm worried about you and it's scary.
Noah,
Yeah.
my name's Rob. Alright, can I have a feel of your head and your neck? Is that okay? You don't have to move. You stay right there, mate. You stay right there.
Paramedics decide Noah needs more tests.
It was a great relief that, you know, Noah was going to be in expert hands, and the fact that they didn't put him on a spinal board and do all of that was also a little bit of a relief to me, because I thought that, you know, we'd done the right thing as well. It was consistent with our treatment.
You want to jump in there, mate?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm stressed at the moment. Yeah. He's okay. He's quiet and he's a little bit ginger, but yeah, he's doing well considering what he's been through. He has paraspinal bruising and a mild concussion. What are you doing?
I just playing with my phone.
Do you want any more Panadol, or are you okay for now? Okay. Have you got headache at all, or you just?
No, I'm good.
Just taking it really easy. No beach today, no waves, no body surfing.